Femi Fani-Kayode is one of the most reputable politicians in Nigeria. He took to his verified Facebook page to defend Joy Nunwe amid the ongoing criticism she's receiving on social media. I have known Joy Nunwe for many years. She's a very tough cookie and exceptionally intelligent. She's not crazy, wayward, or flippant. She's a beautiful, righteous, and principled lady who is a brilliant lawyer and who has always had the courage of her convictions. She's also a real fighter. I appeal to both her and my old friend and brother Godswill Akpabio, who I have always liked and who I have immense respect for despite our political differences, to shed their swords. The only people that benefit from this public spat are those that hate and seek to mock the people of the Niger Delta, and those that have nothing but contempt and disdain for the Nigerian people generally. The matter has already hit the international airwaves and it is scandalous. When you marry it to the Hush Puppy scandal and the Magu meltdown, it puts our country and people in a very precarious situation in the international community. Whatever the issues are between the minister and the former Nddc MD, let them be ironed out behind closed doors quietly, and let whoever may have done any wrong be sanctioned by the president and, if necessary, the security agencies. That is how these things are done at such high levels. It must not degenerate into a no-holds-barred marketplace, Bole Kaja slugfest, where anything goes. And whatever the case, people's private lives, how many husbands they have had, the challenges and may have had in marriage, and issues of sexual molestation in the office should not be part of this. To take it to that shameful level is simply sordid and well beneath both parties, who I know very well. There ought to be some limitations, decency and decorum in this. There must be certain lines and boundaries that must never be crossed. Both Godswill and Joy are just too good for this show of shame. Again, I appeal to them both. Shed your swords before the matter gets to a point of no return. Someone takes advantage of it and something frightful, untoward, and regrettable happens. May God grant you both the wisdom to accept my humble counsel, and may He watch over, lead, and guide you both. Okay? This is really coming from Femi Fani-Kayode, and what he has come to say is just for them to settle this whole thing amicably behind closed door. And one thing I just believe is that it's everything, no matter what, everything sits up on the president's table. You could imagine what happened between Abike Dabire and Patami. The same thing. And the president will not say anything. Even what is even happening in his own home, the Asu Rock saga, you will not hear him say anything. So something is really wrong somewhere. And that's why I think these people are not really getting in touch, whether with the president himself. When you have a third party that they have to see before they see you, that's where this whole thing that's why they have really gone wrong, in my opinion. Because if you have a leader who is up and doing, if there's anything, both of them will go there and go and settle their case, because there's nobody to report to, there's nobody to talk to. Before even the House of Assembly or the Senate will start to invite them in the first place, the president or the presidency would have settled this whole thing. It wouldn't have come out. It's really embarrassing. This is not the first time that these people are really doing all of this. All of them under Buhari. The same thing with Keyamutu, everybody just saying different. Another person has come out again to talk about what Ngigi has done. It shows that the headship, something is really wrong with the headship. Very, very wrong with the headship. Fani-Kayode has spoken well, and I think that is the best he can really say. Instead of trying to put a fire in the whole thing. Of course, he understands better, and that is just the way it ought to go. They just both need to go back and settle their case amicably behind closed doors. It's very, very shameful. Just like he has said, let them shed their swords. Okay, dear FFK, I will always be your fan. you ever down to earth with the truth. Your view and objectivity is awesome. I tell people who cares to know the truth to always read your write-ups. Your liberty, patriotism, and candid view should be emulated by the younger generation. What a plain advice to Akpabio. These few days, our country has been immersed in corruption. This is shameful, especially in a government that said its key agenda is fighting corruption. This is very, very sad. Whatever the case, she was stupid to have made it look as if slapping somebody is an achievement. Okay, besides that, I am the only woman. Sound reasonable up to this time. She publicized it. How many people knew she slapped Akpabio? So how does she know if any other woman has slapped him before? By the way, is this how whatever or intelligent she is? That is all she could do, was to slap without making any attempt to get credible evidence against Akpabio. Didn't Potiphar's wife tell lie against Joseph? Again, why slapping if was not a rape attempt? Why not just walk away? Okay, what is this one even saying? I don't even understand where it's coming from and where it's going to. Okay, FFK, Atokpa, Chief Advisor, bird of the same feather. Someone say, thank my brother. Hope others who are praising him will realize that they are all the same. Okay? Say what you like. If it is true, she has tested married 4 times. Sometimes it's wrong with her. Okay, something is wrong with her. Either she's so unintelligent that she cannot learn from experience or mistakes, keeps praising or repeating same mistakes, or she has irritable personality, or both. Okay, that's what someone is saying here. Okay, why are you saying this? Somebody is asking this person now. Why are you talking like this? Private life is no, it's none of anybody's business. They should talk about the corruption that is ongoing. Someone is saying here that a wise counsel from FFK, I love you. The way she talks here, she has mental imbalance problem. Know her now. Now your wife, you see somebody with mental imbalance, you say you know her very well. Okay, thanks bros for your timely advice. I briefly met Joy Nunue during my service years in Nimasa, and I respect her brilliance. I do not know the minister personally, but I've seen and read about her in the print and other media. As governor of but as for the person, okay, as a Niger Delta indigene, I appreciate your advice and pray that both our brothers and sisters should cool tempers. Bikono, if I have my ways, I have love to fix dinner with a FFK. I just love him. I love to have an handshake also with him. Wise counsel from a wise man. Thumbs up, my mentor. I wish I could be like you someday. Righteous and religious with 4 divorce contradictions. Thumbs up for you, sir. Is looking for what to eat. Okay, is a cocaine addict. Okay, all these people, they will just be saying what they don't even understand. But in a nutshell, I think that is just the best advice. And let the presidency, need to step in. All this take time. I always take my time before I do anything or do things. It's not going to help. It will not help at all. It will not help at all, because things will just be going bad. Of course, a lot of things are just going wrong, and the presidency or the president himself does not even, whether it does not bother, it does not care, or it does not even know what has been happening in the country. The typical example was what happened in the villa. A lot of things has happened in the villa, and you will not even hear him say anything. Is it something that is not happening outside the villa that is going to attend to? It's very, very bad. So these people should just cool down their tempers and do the needful, because the embarrassment is just too much. The embarrassment is just too much, and let the people who are in the position of authority and call them to order. Those who care to listen and call them to order, so that all this back and forth thing, will be put behind, and let them forge ahead, because the embarrassment is just too much. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below in the comment section.